Check, check, chook. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bada boom, bada bing, bada beans. What's up, Bean Mafia? We're back for another motherfucking episode of Spoil La Bina.
Spoil la bina, la 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 bina.
Spoil La Bina.
Ay 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 la bina. La 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 bina, la 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 la.
You know?
La 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 bina.
That was for all of our listeners south of the border. Because I'm assuming that's all of our... No, actually, all of our Mexican listeners live in America. So you're not even real Mexicanos, I think. I don't know how that works.
I'm sure that there's some discredit that happens once you leave.
I want this podcast to blow up in Mexico, bro.
Yeah.
So we have just straight up an actual bean army.
Bean army. It's going to blow up everywhere.
Yeah, but
Bean Nation.
I would like a bean nation, but I specifically would like Mexican beans.
Okay, as in the army. What about for the Navy?
No, everyone, you're not here. I would like most of our listeners to be Mexican. To make up the Bean Mafia.
I think that's possible.
I would hope so, and I hope that our Mexican listeners who are listening right now are fucking taking care of that. And you're hitting up your people back home, and you're messaging them, and you're sending messages by burro, I believe is what it's called, a burro, a donkey, and you're sending them to your, other relatives there who live in squalor.
Wow.
Well, it's Mexico. I'm just stating the facts.
Yeah, so if you are sending money home to someone in Mexico,
send an episode of the
Beans.
Also
send an episode of the Beans. I see what you're saying. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to build an army down there. Sam, I'm glad you're back, first off.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I missed it.
Did you? Mm-hmm. We missed you. Queen Mother of the podcast. That's what I decided to call you.
Mother.
Queen Mother of Spoil the Beans.
So that makes you like a child king?
Yes.
Okay, that's accurate.
And it's good to be here. Today is a special day. It's a special episode. A very special episode because I know you're looking. The episode is late, so don't fucking come at me with the whole, it dropped. It's supposed to drop on Thursday. It drops Thursday night or Friday at 12 a.m. Either way, suck my dick. You got it. B, this episode is brought to you by the president of the Beans himself. He paid for this.
And not just like how he normally pays for everything.
He normally just pays for everything to make sure that the podcast has no bills. But this guy...
He paid extra. He went above and beyond.
And he paid the $100 just like everybody else.
Just like any other Bean Mafia member.
To pay for this episode. I know you're like, but Deric, it's not a bonus. Well, let me tell you something. I couldn't do a bonus today. 2 reasons. This week. I couldn't do a bonus, so I had to do it today. It's 2 reasons. This movie is already on the list. Movies that were already on the list that you paid me to do, I'm still going to do it. And it'll still come out on, it'll still be treated as a bonus episode other than this week. I'll still come out with it on Saturdays. It's just, we had to catch up. We just moved to Austin.
It's been so much.
I'm booked up like crazy. She's booked up like crazy. Jeffrey's booked up like crazy. And, all of our friends are starting to come in. We're starting to get invited to shows out of town. All these things. It's great. It's all
very
awesome.
Good.
But I since we had to move, the episodes we were ahead felt we had to use because we had to move in. So I need to get back ahead again. So for the next 2 weeks, you're only going to get 2 episodes a week. I'm sorry. How dare I?
I wish you had more time.
Good movie. What movie is that?
Oh, damn. That's the one where he's got the little girl and they're in Mexico.
Yep. Mexico. Mexicano.
Denzel. What is it called? Burning Man? No.
Burning Man. Denzel Washington.
On fire. Man on fire.
That's it. So yeah, you just got to give your boy a little. We did that episode on the pod. Go listen to the Man on Fire episode if you've never heard it. If you like that movie, I did it with Hassan. He's dead now. Go listen to it.
Commemorate him.
Commemorate him. We need a little time to get ahead, Beans. So for the next 2 weeks, just a heads up. Just like there'll only be 2 this week, there won't be 1 Saturday this week, and there won't be 1 Saturday next week, and then we'll kick it into high gear. But the people who paid for an episode, I'm not going to do you dirty. Your episode will just come out Thursday. Next week, the guy who paid for an episode, his episode will also come out Thursday. Let me just stop and pause. I can't thank you enough.
You guys are awesome.
It's over almost 20 of you now have bought an episode. So, we're bought out for so long. But keep buying them.
Keep buying them because we'll keep doing it.
Because even today's movie, which I'm very excited to do, Daren Bates, you fucking dirty little dog. Everybody, in my friend group loves this movie. All my niggas, they love this movie. I was about to say all my nigga friends, which is hilarious to say. All my nigga friends love this movie. You know what's weird? I've never actually seen this whole movie. I had only seen parts of it and little clips of it. I had never actually watched the whole movie. I've seen it on TV passing by it, and I'll scroll by it and shit. But I was like, I don't know why I never watched it, even though all my friends swore by it. And I watched it today, and holy shit, what the fuck is wrong with all of my friends?
I'm so excited.
What is wrong with y'all? This movie is fucking ridiculous. This is crazy. Hour and 30 minutes. I did like that.
Clean.
I did like that. So today's movie is brought to you by Daren Bates. He paid the $100. He sent it. So this movie is dedicated to him. I will tell it to Samantha and him. This is what he wanted to hear. So it is his for the day. This is his episode. Literally completely. I mean, because I'm about to do his ad that he also pays for. But just before we get into that, this is his episode. He paid $100 for this. And Bean Mafia, if you'd like to pay $100 for an episode, it's very easy to do. Hit up spoilthebeans@gmail. Hit me up on my Instagram, Deric Poston. Sam's at the best Sam Lopez. The Spoil the Beans Instagram. And let us know what movie you'd like to do. And we'll send you the Cash App or the Venmo or the PayPal or however you want to pay. $100, and whatever movie you'd like, we'll do it. We've already gotten like 20 people who sent the money, sent it in, so they're already on the list and they're waiting to come out, and I'm so excited to do them. So let's keep adding to it, and let's make it 3 episodes a week forever, guys. I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
You know, it'll occasionally be 2 like this week when, you know,
So we can catch up
and road dates and this and tours and out of town and stuff like that. Bear with us, but you know what I mean. I'm always going to give you 2. You're always going to get 2, if not 3. You know, if you're paying for it, then you're going to get your 3. Just for occasional moments like this, you'll get 2. But at least I tell y'all what's up, so you know. I'm not just fucking with you and just so I can keep doing 2 episodes a week. No, we're going to do 3. But let your boy, give me a second. Let me catch up, man. You know, I just moved. I'm trying to get fucking acclimated to Austin. Everybody keeps calling me a faggot. I don't know what's going on. All right?
Oh, it's a term of endearment here.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. Before I get into the ads, also, guys, if you like stand-up comedy and you're a Spoil the Beans fan, you're a part of the Bean Mafia, I will be in San Antonio May 13th, headlining at San Antonio at, God damn it, what's the name of the club? I can look that up. Hold on. Talk to him, Sam, because Sam's going to be there.
I'm going to be there, too. Not headlining, but supporting. It's in comedy. There are different...
Oh, my God. This is why you bombed last night so hard. It's literally this right here.
I don't do well under pressure. That's my biggest failure is pressure. It's pushing down on me. I don't know how to deal with it. It's a lot. So I'll be opening, doing probably some time up top. It'll be awesome. I'll be charismatic as fuck. But if you try to talk to me afterwards, I'll probably hide. But it's nothing against you. It's just how I feel when we do these shows. This is exciting. I can't believe we're in Texas. Are there Texas Bean Mafia? I come out to Austin if you're close by. We're doing a lot of shows at the Vulcan now. Follow us on Instagram. You can see what shows are coming out. You can find the name.
It's okay. She did her best. Thank you for talking the whole time. You did very good.
Okay.
You did very good. But I can't find the venue name right now. But literally May 13th in San Antonio. It's not LOL. It's this other club. But I'll put up all the links for it. But I just want you to know, if you're a San Antonio Bean Mafia, Austin Bean Mafia, Houston Bean Mafia, anywhere close where you can get to that gig, if San Antonio May 13th, put that on your calendar. San Antonio May 13th, your boy will be there headlining. I'm bringing Jeffrey Berner. I'm bringing Trey Stewart. I'm bringing Sam Lopez. It'll be a great fucking time, great show. You never know who else might come with. So again, May 13th, San Antonio Beans. Mark that on your calendar. Your boy is coming to headline May 13th, San Antonio.
And everyone wear green.
Why?
I don't know. One Direction did that one time, and they told all their fans to wear a certain color, and then they did not wear that color. So
everyone wear black.
Oh, we're definitely going to wear black. We all wear black.
That's why, but at least everyone will wear black, and we'll know if you definitely came from this first episode of the podcast.
Exactly.
Because I don't know if I'll remember to say this every time I give the ad. But again, I'll have the link for it and all that stuff, and it'll be all over the Instagram, all over social media, and I'll have it all, for the episodes upcoming before that. So many episodes before that. So I'll promote the shit out of it. But I just want it on your calendar. If you're in the Texas area of San Antonio and you want to come see your boy do stand-up live and you've seen me before, because I've been through before and I loved it there, Again, May 13th. Mark that date. Sam Jam.
Yes. That's
You are
me.
so beautiful.
Thanks.
I say it all the time, but you're really beautiful in the mornings. And it's 2 o'clock, so you're doing really good today.
Thank you. I have transitioned to the afternoon beauty.
Yes, you did, baby. You want to do me a favor before we get into the
What do
episode?
you need me to do?
Can you do me a quick favor? Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what you think happens in the movie you've never seen? That is Daren Bates, one of his favorite movies, The President of the Beans.
So this is going to tell me a lot about Daren.
It's going to tell you a lot about Daren and Tommy and a lot of my other friends.
I'm already nervous because I've met your friends.
Sam, what do you think happens in the film you've never seen that I also never fully seen until this morning that I'm about to tell you here right now? Sam, what happens in SHOTTAS?
What is it called?
SHOTTAS.
SHOTTAS?
SHOTTAS. SHOTTAS.
SHOTTAS. SHOTTAS.
SHOTTAS.
Okay. So, it's a group of friends.
Correct so far. I'll give you that.
They meet each other in like middle school, as all friends apparently do in these
Correct
movies.
so far. I'll give you that too. Keep going.
And they all bond. They like at some kind of after school program or something like that, and they all bond over the fact that like over pool or something, like some kind of sport, but I think it's pool.
Ooh, I like that.
And so they all like get really good at pool because they're like this after school program, and it's like not a cool place to hang out. Like they could be like, you know, getting into trouble or joining a gang or like buying guns, selling weed, but they're just learning how to play pool really well. And then we that's like the kind of like first 10 minutes. Then we fast forward to the future. They're all adults, and now they're all like fucking awesome at pool. But instead of like being professional pool players, they just go from bar to bar to bar, just like scamming people for money.
Oh, that's actually like not a bad movie. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And it's like 3 or 4 of them, and like one of them pretends to be bad, and then like they pretend not to know each other. Kind of like what's that movie with the cards?
Rounders.
Not that one. The other one. I was thinking of the Vegas one when they're all MIT
21.
students. Kind of like that, but also Rounders, which I've never really seen.
What?
I've seen like parts of it, but never the whole thing. So
Are you serious?
yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies ever. I can't wait to tell you that.
Okay.
Fuck it. She's never seen Rounders. Keep going. Let's keep going with SHOTTAS. Excuse me.
So this is all going well, and they're all making money until one day someone like catches on to their scam.
Oh shit.
But it's like the wrong guy. It's like the kingpin of the city or of wherever they are. Because maybe they like go from town
They
to town.
scammed the wrong person.
They scam the wrong person. And then that guy is going to fucking kill them.
Oh shit.
And there's a love interest because like one of the guys, he's really not that bad. I mean, they're all like nice guys, but they're all like kind of, you know, like.
This is the life they live.
This is the life they live. But one of the guys is a little bit nicer than all the rest, and you're like, he shouldn't even be doing this.
Is he trying to get out?
Yeah, he's like thinking about getting out, and he has all these reasons to get out, and his mom is like dying or something like that.
That keeps him in.
And that keeps him in because he needs the money. And so everyone's like, why is he even doing this? You know, like that guy, and he has a girl, and she's like, please, baby, get out of this shit, you know? And then at the end, like one of their friends dies, and it ends like with like the credits of like what happened to each of them in the like, you know, like the little text.
Oh my god, like how a black movie ends. It's like, I am hopeful.
Yeah,
yes, I am
but
hopeful
not
today.
that kind of song.
But it's the kind of sad song where you just see what they all went on to do.
And the guy so the one guy dies, one of the other guys gets out of it, but he's like kind of doing something else scammy, like being on Wall Street, but it's like legally scammy. And then the guy that we all thought he should get out of it, he ends up marrying the girl and has kids and like has the American dream.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And that's your SHOTTAS?
Yeah.
That's the movie you think is Daren Bates? You've met Daren Bates. You've hung out with him. You think that he's like, yeah, that's like my favorite movie ever. I'll pay $100 to hear Deric tell this pool tale. This tale of friendship and pool halls. That's what you think? Well, dude, that's awesome.
Well, I felt like if I said anything else, it would have been a little bit more scary.
You didn't want yours to be scary?
No, I wanted it to be pleasant because whatever you're going to tell me is probably really deep, dark, and scary because of what you said earlier.
It's true. Also, you're a pleasant person, boo, and I don't like to bring unpleasantness in your life. Daren. Golly, bro, I can't believe that's what you think SHOTTAS is. That's so fucking funny. You were, again, as always, like usually, 2% right.
Oh, I got 2%
Yeah, in the beginning. You nailed the beginning. You literally nailed the beginning of the movie. That's exactly what happens. It's a group of little young friends, and they meet in middle school era time.
But that's like every movie that's about a group of guys.
That's every movie that's ever been made. About a group of guys, girls, anyone.
Yeah, they always met in middle school.
They meet in middle school.
If you meet any friends after middle school, they're not your lifelong friends.
No, that's not who the movie's going to be about.
Yeah, definitely not. So think about who you met in middle school, and that's who's going to be in the movie of your life.
Goddamn right.
Which is actually doesn't make any sense for my life, but
for no one's life, Sam. No one hangs out with anyone but middle school other than Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy does.
Tommy's the only person I know who still hangs out with all of his same friends from elementary school. Like he's in a fucking Seth Rogen movie or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Tommy's one of my good friends who also looks like one of the multiple niggas that are in SHOTTAS.
Looks like Future.
Or Future.
But not really, like a friendly Future.
Well, he looks like Future.
No, but
Future looks friendly.
Future does not look friendly.
Yeah,
Future looks like he's kind of in a bad mood. Tommy has a friendly, like welcoming smile like you do.
Yes, I will agree with that.
So I would say he's a more friendly looking Future.
I would say Future actually looks a little more friendly than you think. I think you're putting this on him.
No, because I like Future. It's not like I would say something negative like this.
I would never neg. I think you're like, I would never neg Future.
Yeah, he looks like he's like busy all the time. He's got busy face.
Yeah, he looks like he can't love.
Well, we know that to be true.
And we all struggle with that, Future.
Sorry, Future.
Yeah, we all do. Sam, you want to hear SHOTTAS? Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I'm really excited to tell you this movie.
Do you have ads to do?
I was about to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, Sam brought it up, and she's correct. We do have ads to do. We do have to pay the fucking bills. And no better ad to start this week other than with our friend Adrian Chavez and his band. Was that you doing drumming?
Yeah.
Okay. That was good.
I'm pretty good.
You're okay. Adrian Chavez and his band, Life Eats Life. Guys, this is all Adrian wants you to do. Okay? This is all he wants you to do. It's one simple thing. He wants you to go to Spotify, which I literally just did. He wants you to type in Life Eats Life, and he wants you to listen to the band's second album. Not their first.
The second one.
The second one. This band has been doing this shit, okay? Whiskey Was Involved. It's on all platforms, on YouTube. You can check out their music videos on Instagram, just like clips of it. It's Life Eats Life. It's the band name.
Whiskey Was Involved.
That's the name of the second album.
That's what
6 songs, short, to the point, not fucking playing around. And I will say this. I didn't know this. Adrian, I didn't know this before I listened to your music. In my head, Whiskey Was Involved, Life Eats Life. I was like, oh, they're a country band.
I don't know why you would think
or
that.
A little bit maybe progressive rock. Like I did not think of what it is. And this, I'll let the Bean Mafia get a little taste. I hope you're not mad at me, Adrian. But I mean, also you want people to listen, so I'm gonna give them a little taste. Whiskey Was Involved, Life Eats Life. This is the first song. Okay, this is how I was intro to their music on this album. It's called Get Down,
Get Down,
Stay Down.
Stay Down. Mosh! This is my least favorite part of this.
Yo, that was them, bro. That was fucking them. They fucking, I told you, they're not playing around.
Listen to their stuff when you are working out, when you are cleaning,
Moshing.
when you're putting your children to bed.
When you're putting your children to bed. Absolutely when you're putting your children to bed, dude. Fucking, and blast it. And when they're like, please, Mom, I can't sleep. Dad! Not just scream in her face and fucking mosh with her. Teach your daughter what's what.
It's good for them.
It is.
Yeah.
That's Life Eats Life, everybody. Again, all they want you to do is just go check out their music, man. Show them some love. I genuinely enjoyed it. I'm not even a heavy metal guy. Sam is.
I'm low-key heavy.
She's low-key heavy. I'm not, but I fuck with it because they
light.
fuck with the beans, and we're a family, and that's what we do. So Bean Mafia, go hit them up on Instagram. Say you listen to the music, and say what, Sam?
Tell them the beans sent you.
That's all we
Or
ask.
it doesn't count.
Or it doesn't fucking count. Or it doesn't fucking count. Guys, do you like custom designed t-shirts?
I do like that.
I genuinely do as well. A lot of people don't, but I like a shirt that no one else has but me.
Yeah, I like to be original.
Me too. And there's one place to get original shirts. And Sam, where's that?
Well, that would be Hidden Village Customs.
Hidden Village Customs. Sam, they have custom clothing.
Custom clothing.
Based out of the Bay Area.
You got to represent the Bay.
And we have a lot of beans in the Bay. So all our Bay Area beans, go show them some love. Hidden Village Customs.
They do
custom
rad
clothing.
stuff.
They do. Oh, my God. They combine...
It's always...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh. Well, they'll do like cool pictures of athletes or sports people. If
Yep.
And then anime people. Or
Yep.
cool cartoon...
People.
People. And they'll combine them together. And give you like a cool person t-shirt.
A cool person t-shirt. That was Samantha Lee Lopez trying to talk, everybody. They combine custom shirts. Again, she is right, though. They mix them with anime and cartoons and people and sports people. And it's literally, they can do custom designs for businesses. They can do custom designs for fundraisers. They literally just did all the work for the NorCal SoCal Women's Football Flag Football League. Mm-hmm. And they have awesome shirts for that.
So they're giving back to the community?
Yeah, all their customers are satisfied because it's a small business. So, I mean, they literally make it personal for you. And they give you the best quality and the best shit. Hidden Village Customs, guys. Hidden Village Customs brought to you by Gabe. Not a pedophile, just a guy who makes T-shirts.
Has nothing to do with how he feels about kids.
Has nothing to do with how he feels about kids. It's literally just his thing that he makes T-shirts. They're not even for kids unless you want your kid to wear one. You know what I mean? It's not like he's making them to seduce kids into his T-shirt
your choice.
van. Yeah, it's your kid, your choice. You know? So, again, I don't know why he writes all this down, but he does. Gabe, Hidden Village Customs. Go check them out in the Bay Area. Show them some fucking love, Bay Area beans, okay? That's your job, to show them some goddamn love. Right, Sam?
That is your job. Your job is to show love. If you listen to this podcast, go forth, show love.
Go forth and show love.
Go on out and show the love.
Come on.
Gonna show the love.
Gonna show the love.
Go on out and show the love to Hidden Village Customs.
That's right. And Stellar Elixirs, where you get weed for the best prices and good quality. Yes.
Stellar Elixirs.
Stellar Elixirs. Guys, if you like weed stuff, like weed edible shit, it's like a syrup to put on ice cream. A syrup
if you
want
to get really, really high, but not smoke the weed.
But not smoke. You like edibles. You like things to eat. This is for you. Stellar Elixirs. Great company. Me and Sam have used their product. It's great. It's amazing. You should genuinely try it. Go watch the Half Baked episode. We really get into it on that one.
It's intense.
It is. They're on Instagram at Stellar Elixirs, StellarElixirs. All natural, solventless, and easy to control dosage. Company based right out of Colorado, guys. All of our Colorado beans, especially in Denver. I know we got a lot there. Our Denver beans. Show them some love, guys. Show them some love.
Or anyone, wherever you are. All these places can ship to you.
They can all ship. So at Stellar Elixirs, StellarElixirs, Stellar Elixirs on Instagram. Ask them to ship to you. They will. My man Deric, who spells his name like a goddamn retard, but he's a good guy. He runs the company with his wife.
I'm sure he does a better job at running the company than spelling his name.
I'm sure he does a way better job of running the company. I mean, he sent it to us, and it's great stuff.
It is really good stuff.
So Stellar Elixirs, guys, get your hands on it if you're a pothead like us, but you're not necessarily want to smoke. You like to do more of the edible thing, which I totally understand.
Got to protect those lungs.
Got to protect the lungs. Stellar Elixirs is for you. It's the bottle's like this big. So it is worth it.
It'll last
you forever. I mean, not forever. But you know what I mean? Depending on how much you use. But we use it a lot. It'll last for a long time. Because you only need a little bit, too. And you're fucking baked.
That stuff will mess you up.
Mess you up pretty good. Again, Stellar Elixirs, guys. Go check them out. Go show them some goddamn love. And I saved the best ad for last. Because this ad has to do with this episode.
Ooh, what could you possibly be advertising?
Well, it's not a company.
Oh, what is it?
It's not a brand.
Not a brand.
It's a human being's soul.
You're selling a soul on our episode today?
That's right. And no better soul than the man who is the president of this podcast, who bought this episode specifically. This episode is brought to you by Daren Bates. Mm-hmm. That's why this episode is happening. He wanted SHOTTAS, and he wanted it now. He's like, I'm not fucking waiting. He's like, I'm not waiting. I want it now. I'll pay the $100. He paid $100 so we would do this episode today. Guys, that's Daren Bates. And he sponsors this whole podcast, not just this episode. Like on all the episodes that you'll see forever in the future, it'll also be about Daren Bates. So if this is your first
bring
one,
him up a lot.
Yeah, if you're coming to be like, oh, I came for SHOTTAS, nigga, because obviously you're that guy. I doubt some beautiful blonde girl's like, ooh, SHOTTAS. You know?
I've never heard of this before.
Exactly, as you shouldn't. This movie, so all the real niggas who are like, bro, it's taking this nigga a long time to get to this fucking movie. I'm getting there, bro. Relax.
We like to settle in.
We settle in. This is our fucking format. When you watch 85 South Show, do they just start talking or do they sit and get high for 20 minutes? Okay? Chill the fuck out. I'm going to give you shotters. Just fucking wait a second. Okay? But while you're waiting, go follow Daren Bates on Instagram, DarenBates at WestlandSon _56. You'll see a beautiful picture of his mother, Westland, because he's Westland's son. You click that picture, it goes to his page, you send him a message, and you say what, Sam?
The Bean sent me.
The Bean sent me. That's all he's asking.
That's all he's asking. He wants you to follow him. He wants you to listen to his podcast, The Raw Room.
He's got a pretty sweet podcast.
He's got a sweet podcast. He has lots of sports folks on there.
Sports people, as Sam would call them.
People who do sports.
He also gets a lot of actors and comedians and people in Nashville, like cooks and things. Like
cool people.
Yeah, he gets like a very interesting array of people on his podcast. That's why if you're like, oh, I'm not really into sports, it's like, well, you don't have to be. If you like comedy, if you like whatever you like dogs, like people who do dog stuff, like because Daren is a big dog guy, then go check out the episodes with that. He's definitely kind of. Raw Room was a little growing into more of a JRE kind of about everything, long format conversation, but with a guy who played 10 years in the NFL.
Yeah, he's an interesting person.
Yeah, he's still actively in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's one of the only like 3 or 4 guys who are in the NFL that have a podcast active. I think, no, 2. It's him and the other guy who plays for the Titans, Bussin' with the Boys, who he's had on his podcast. So go check out Daren Bates. Go show him some love. Go tell him the Bean sent you. And I hope you enjoy this episode brought to you personally by Daren Bates. SHOTTAS. Sam, you paid $100 for this. Are you ready?
Yes.
You can do it too. Again, you want to pay $100? Email us. I will do any movie you'd like. Samantha.
Yes.
Did you know that this movie is a foreign film?
No. That's not the energy that I was going to get. I got from the name or everything you said about it before now.
This is a foreign film. I know it's made probably in America and blah, 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 but nigga, this is a foreign film to me. So we see niggas walking around in a nice house, right? And they're like flash cuts. That's how the movie starts.
Uh-huh.
Right? And you see flash cuts in like this super nice mansion and they're walking around. And then you see outside, you see niggas with masks looking like they're about to break in. Like they're all running up the driveway. All right? Guns drawn. You hear a woman scream. We see a freeze frame on this light-skinned dude with dreads and his eyes get big as he notices what's going on. Out in the streets, they call it murder. Doom, doom, boom, boom, ding, 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 ding. SHOTTAS. It's a Jamaican movie.
Okay.
Have you ever heard that song?
Yeah, I've heard this song. But what's happening while the song's happening? He's just
credits.
Okay.
Like it was a freeze frame on like him realizing he's about to get robbed.
Okay.
Like freeze frame credits and that song starts playing.
Okay.
And then the title.
SHOTTAS.
SHOTTAS. All right. Whoa. Whoa. You know, so it's just like Jamaican music playing.
Cool.
The song, I'm not gonna lie, the soundtrack for this whole album, this whole movie is awesome because it's all just really dope, real reggae music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you see these kids playing around out in the streets, they call it murder. We see these kids and they're play robbing each other. All right. And they point this fake gun at one kid and he falls down all scared and everybody laughs and the other kid runs away. The other kids run away. Waterhouse, Kingston, Jamaica, 1978. Uh-huh. Okay. The kid that's laying down pretending he was getting robbed, this other kid come back and he goes, "Big shot Jakes." Hey, Big Shot Jakes, you dead, man. You dead. And then another friend comes back and they pretend to like shoot him. Blah, blah, blah. And all the kids like, they're just having fun.
Yeah.
All right. So right then as they're playing, you see a guy pull up in this red car with this other Jamaican dude, right? And the kids are like, what's up, Sando? And the Sando's like, what's up, boys? And then the Sando dude pulls out a gun. And they're like, Sando, what's that for, man? And he's like, don't worry about it. Make sure you stay in school. Don't be like me. And the other guys are like, oh, we want to be just like you, Sando. And then right then the guy in the car is like, Sando, come on. And you see Sando run into a building, and you see it on the kids, and the kids are just kind of watching from their point of view, and you hear, bop, 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 and a woman's like, no, no. And then Sando gets back in the car and they drive off, and the kids are just like,
okay. Daren.
what kind of movie? I like how you're still waiting, like you don't know what kind of movie this is clearly going to be.
I know what kind of movie this is going to be.
Does it hurt your feelings?
Yes.
That's sad, huh? Because kids shouldn't have to grow up like this.
They shouldn't. I was having such a pleasant afternoon. I'd gone for a walk. I had my tea. I had my lunch on the balcony. And now I have to think about the sadness that is poverty in Jamaica.
That is true.
I don't deserve this.
She doesn't. But he paid
I
$100.
shouldn't have to think about that.
He paid $100 for this. You should have to think about it.
Now what am I going to do about it?
Credits keep rolling. The next day, the kids are hanging out, right? And they're looking at this truck driver who's unloading his truck. And they're talking about how much money he has on him. And so let's go ask him, man. So they go and they talk to the truck driver. And you see the truck driver pull out like a wad of cash, like a wad in a rubber band. And they're like, hey, how much money you got on your boss? And the guy's like, what you say? They're like, how much you making a day? My friend here says 5,000. And then the grown man's like, well, your friend's wrong, man. Try more like 100,000. And then he goes to leave, and the kids climb up on his truck, and they go, where your gun at to protect your money? He goes, me don't need no gun. Me afraid of no one. And he drives off.
Ooh.
All right? So the kids, they're sitting there like, they look at each other, and they go, man, we need a tool. A gun? So the other small kid, he goes, I know where to get one from. The big kid, his name's Biggs, is like, where? He's like, just cool, man. I'll get it for you. So you see the little kid, his name's Wayne. You see him sneaking up to this like house, and he sneaks in. And as he sneaks in, you see a black guy with dreads notice him. Hey, who's that? And he goes, it's me, Wayne. It's me, Wayne. Hey, Wayne, I'm not selling no herb this morning. I don't care who sent you. Whoever sent you, tell him I'm not selling no herb this early in the morning. And he's like, no, me no want no herb, man. Me looking for fire. Fire's still in the room asleep, boy. Come back later when it blazes up, boy. I haven't said this yet. So the whole movie, they're speaking in straight up Jamaican. Like, you don't understand a lot of what they're saying.
Yeah.
And they're using a lot of slang. So the subtitles are in American. And not only that, but like they Americanize the slang for you so you know what they're saying.
Oh, crazy.
Crazy, bro. Like they had to it's like a double version of subtitles, if that makes sense. You know? So the kid goes, all right, I'm leaving. And he goes to leave, and he like hides when he goes to leave. And you see the guy go back to his room, like wash his face and go back. And then our little boy Wayne comes back out, and he knows where the guy keeps his gun, and he steals it and he takes off.
Oh, damn.
Jamaican poverty, huh?
Dude, this shouldn't be happening.
This shouldn't be happening.
This kid should be in school and just, dealing with bullies and kids beating him up.
Not this.
Yeah.
You can tell this is going to go to an extreme place, huh?
I mean, it seemed extreme from the jump.
So he goes to see his friends Biggs, and he sees like his auntie. He's like, hey, Miss Pauline, it's Biggs here. And she's sweeping outside. She's like, oh, Biggs, that lazy boy. Errol. That's his name. His real name's Errol. E-R-R-O-L. Mm-hmm. Errol, wake yourself up, boy. And Errol comes out, and he's like, yo, what's up? What's up, Wayne? He's like, oh, come here, man. And they go around the corner, and he shows him the gun he's got. And the Biggs kid's like, today we're going to get rich, man. And then the auntie calls him back. She's like, hey, boys, go down to the store, get me 2 sardines and a bread. And the kid's like, I'm tired of sardine, Aunt Pauline. Then go to your mother back to America and eat steak then. Here we have sardines, boy. So you see Biggs walking away with Wayne, and Wayne's like, man, why did your mother send you back to Jamaica? He's like, my mother said I was too bad for America. So she sent me back home.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And he goes, Wayne, you don't think I'm bad, do you? And I love this, the little Wayne kid. He goes, nah, man, you cool. I thought that was a dope little line to say. So they sitting and they're chilling, and then that truck from yesterday pulls back up. Mm-hmm. And the dude starts delivering his drinks, and the kids look at each other, and the one kid goes, "You ready, man?" He's like, "Yeah." Sam, these kids are like 8, 9 years old, just so you really can see how young they are. All right, so the truck starts driving off, and they go, "Come on." And you see Wayne run in front of it, and then like he kind of falls, like he got hit. And the truck driver's like, "Boy, what you doing? You okay? You got to be careful, boy." And while he's running up, the other friend runs up and puts the gun behind his head. "Give us the money." And the guy turns to him, he's like, "Put that away before you hurt someone." And he goes, "Give us the money now, man. Give us the money." And the guy gives him like a little bit of cash out of his pocket. He's like, "Here, take it." He's like, "No, we want the money. Where's the real money?" And the guy doesn't say anything. And so they're staring at each other, right? And this kid's face just goes, and he shoots him. Bam! Right in his knee.
Which one? Biggs or the
Biggs.
Okay.
And Biggs is like, and Wayne's like, "Run that shit, man." And the Biggs is the guy is like, "It's in the right next to the seat. It's under the blower next to the seat. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, take the money. Take the money." They get the money, they put it in a bag, it's a huge thing of money, and they run off. Fucking little thieves. Right? And then you hear this song, "I was raised in the ghetto. As the kids are just running through the streets with a huge bag of money. Whoa. "I was raised in the ghetto." So the boys go hide, and they split up their score, right? And we're talking like huge money. And this little kid's like, "What you gonna do with your money, you know?" And then Wayne's like, "I don't know. Give it to my mother." And then Biggs is like, "Well, me. I'm going to give some of my money to Sando, get a visa." And he goes, "My mother, she down in Miami. I want to go back." And he's like, "What about you?" He's like, he's like, "Give me auntie some money and have her send me far away. I want to go foreign." And when he says foreign, it says like, in the subtitle it says go to America. But love, in their world, it's like, "Oh, I'm just going to go foreign." I forget that like when you say foreign, you think not American, but it's like, no, nigga, everybody's foreign.
Yeah.
You gonna sneeze?
I'm gonna sneeze. That's gone. I lost it.
Ooh.
That's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah. Every time that happens, a little baby dies.
No, not a baby.
So they keep counting the money, right? Boom. Cut to 20 years later.
So this is a lot like what I said.
I told you. You just kind of lost it with the pool playing.
Yeah, I got distracted by the pool playing.
Yeah, but yours is a good story. I did like your movie, though.
Thank you.
It was really good. So we see this, 20 years later, we see this light-skinned Bob Marley looking kind of nigga with dreads, right? And he's getting off a plane from America back to Jamaica. Okay, Kingston, Jamaica. And he's being detained by like the airport police. Okay? And they're like, sit down. What's your name?" And they get us a card and it says, L. Williams. So this is now Biggs. All right, he grew up.
Okay.
And he goes, "Where you come from?" "Mr. Ray, you come from, boy?" And he's like, "America." And he's like, "What part of Jamaica you born?" "Kingston Public Hospital." And the cop's like, "I don't like you. You go to America, fucking carjacking, extortion, get sent back here to fuck up my island. Fingerprint this boy. You fuck up, I'm on your ass." Right? So they fingerprint him. They give him his shit. And then you see he looks at everybody because he gets to like go. And he goes, and and they all get nervous. And then he smiles and he walks off. Like he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay? So you hear the reggae music playing, and the nigga's walking out, and he's all happy and shit. Our boy, you see two dudes waiting by a nice Mercedes waiting to pick him up, right? And they see him, and they walk up, and they're all staring at each other, mag-dogging each other. And then they're like, "Ah!" And they laugh. And he's like, "What's up, nigga? How you living?" He's like, "Shit, look here, I'm living good." He's like, "This is my boy Max." And you see a dude with like short kind of dreads, short like little black dreads. And he's like, "Yo, what's up? Nice to meet you." And they drive off. Cut to them that night. They're hanging with bitches, and there's like a bunch of homies at the house, and they're just having a good time, right? You see, it's Wayne who's grown up, and he's like a skinny black dude, and then Biggs is the light skinned dude with the dreads, right? Yeah. And they're fucking looking out over Jamaica, and it's like, "This is a blood clot view, man." And they're fucking overlooking it all. And then you see this motherfucker who is Wayne's little brother. His name's Blacker. And he's like, "Oh shit, Blacker, you done fucking grown up on me, boy. You ain't seen you since we was kids, man." And they fucking hugging, and they start kind of play wrestling, and then he noticed he has a gun in his waist, and he's like, "The fuck is this, Blacker? You a little fucking gangster now, man?" And he's like, "Nah, shit, I grew up." He goes, "You grown for real now, boy." And then he's like, "Don't worry yourself about that, Biggs." And he walks off, Blacker, right? So Wayne is like, hey, don't worry about Blacker. He's a good kid. Like, he can I know he's young, but he's still handling himself. He's like, all right, he's coming up. And he goes, come on, man, look around. And he points at all the dudes in the living room. He goes, any of these dudes will do anything I say. Anything you want is yours. Anything that's mine is yours, bro. All my bitches, all my money. I mean, not my wife. That's the one. You know, you can have my wife, but anything else, it's all yours. And he's like, man, I don't know. He's like, I don't think I want anything. Blah blah blah. Right? Biggs is saying that. And he goes, no, man, you showed me the game. Like, let me help you. I'll get you back in, and this can all be yours too. He's like, yeah, but I've been gone for 20 years, and I'm out of the zone, and I don't know anybody here. These are your dudes, and then the homeboy's telling him, Wayne's like, yo, Jamaica's a cakewalk. It's just like Miami. You'll be the top dog here too. We have the manpower, all this shit. And Biggs is like, man, look, I had millions in America. Before I got locked up in prison and shit, before I had to come back, I was living like the best I've ever lived out there. Life was perfect. And I want it back. And little Jamaica can't do that for me, man.
Huh. Okay.
Huh. What made you go, huh, Sam?
Well, what did he do that made them get sent back?
What?
What did he do that got him sent back?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know yet. So, Wayne starts explaining to him how he's so rich and running Jamaica. And he's like, yo, so what I did was I'm pretty much every shop you see, every person you see, I'm the protector. They pay me a fee. I keep their lives safe. Whoop-de-whoop, right? He's like, I'm kind of like the police. And Biggs is like, that sounds like extortion. He's like, yeah, it's whatever you want to call it. You know?
Yeah.
You've never seen The Godfather, but that's the premise of that kind of. You've heard of that kind of person, though, like those kind of people where it's like, oh, they're really gangsters. They're not really protecting you.
Yeah.
You know. He goes, I call that shit capitalism. So, homeboy's like, Wayne tells him like, yo, man, I don't want to go back to America. Because a motherfucker calling me deportee, I don't like that shit. I unloaded a mother blood clot face calling me deportee. Because 4 years ago that happened to him. He went to America, started making money, got arrested, came back to Jamaica. He had nothing. He goes, so he's not going through that again. Everything I have is right here.
Yeah.
All right. So next day they go see this Asian dude, right? And you see Biggs just going with him to Wayne's going to collect money. And the Asian dude says he doesn't have his money, and they start arguing. The Mad Max guy pulls out a gun and they fucking kill him immediately. Bam, 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 bam. Right? And Biggs, they get back in the car and drive off, and Biggs is like, damn, this is how y'all are living?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then Wayne's like, I gave him 3 months, he didn't pay. And the other two dudes start laughing, and Biggs is like, yo, what the fuck are y'all on?
Yeah.
Right? So they go to a nightclub. It's crazy popping. You see the boys are all hanging out and having fun. Wayne walks off to go to the bathroom. These 3 dudes follow behind him. Biggs notices. So he kind of gets up. Wayne goes and he takes a piss. And as he goes to piss, these 3 dudes come up behind him, gun on Wayne.
Yeah.
You know, fuck you. You remember us, you faggot motherfucker? And right then Wayne turns. And then you hear, shoot that pussy. Shoot him. And Biggs comes in and fucking, bam, kills one. Bam, kills another. The other dude surprised. Wayne pulls out his gun. Bam, shoots him in the head. They kill these 3 dudes and storm out immediately. Like, they're fucking, this movie just started. These guys are like, that's why I was like, oh, Daren, what the fuck is this? No insight to what's going on. Just, yo, these guys, this is how they're living. And that's it.
And they're just killing people.
They're just killing people. No storyline with it.
Also, I don't understand, why is the Biggs guy like appalled by the way they're living? Because he's clearly doing crime too. Like, what, he was just like, oh, I was just stealing cars and not killing people. That's not how we do it in America. Like, I'm pretty sure you would have seen other people killing people.
True. That is true.
Okay.
That is true. That's a good point. The next day, our boy Mad Max is on a bike with our boy Blacker, right? They're on motorcycles with girls. And the police come up and they're like, pull over. And it's a bunch of police. And Blacker's like, fuck that shit. And he goes to start shooting. They have a shootout. And Blacker dies. Like, one of the police kills him. Matt and the girls die. They're on the bikes. Max is able to pull off on his bikes at the last second. Okay? So we see Wayne and Biggs. They're playing like a game and they're talking. Mad Max calls. And he's like, yo, they got Blacker. This scene, I was like, yo, what? This is when I was like, yo, what the fuck is this movie? Daren, what is this movie? So this is Wayne finding out his brother was just murdered by police. All right, this is him. Okay, so Sam, say to me in your best Jamaican accent that Blacka, 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 was just killed by police. Tell me.
Blacker was just killed by the pigs, man.
That's not how I reacted. That's how I reacted
Okay.
to you. Say it. Okay, I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
A Blacker was just killed by the policeman.
Yeah, that's your best Jamaican accent?
Hey, man. It's Blacker. He's dead, man.
It's Blacker, man. He's dead, man. This is him. He goes like this. I swear to God, he goes, Who killed my little brother? And that's it. Like, that was the range of emotion that he had about his brother's murder.
Yeah, that's the way you react when someone like eats the last cookie.
Who ate the fucking last cookie? That's how you say, who killed my brother? And they go, the police did it. The police are fucking dead, man. They're dead. This nigga doesn't cry. He doesn't like go like, I can't believe it. Where's his body? None of that shit. So he calls his top politician and they argue. And the politician's like, hey, it's out of my hands. And he's like, yo, what do I pay you for? I pay you to make sure the police don't fuck with us. They just murdered my little brother. They got to go down for this. And they're like, and the top politician's like, hey, your brother was wanted for murder. The police had to bring him in. I had to make a deal. Something's got to give. You know, we'll do it, right? So Wayne gets pissed and he hangs up.
Uh-huh.
Biggs gives him shit for flaw. Like, they made, I think you brought this on yourself. You were flossing too much. You were living too big, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And then Wayne's like, oh, I want to go talk to Mr. Anderson. They go see Mr. Anderson, the white guy, the politician. And Mr. Anderson's like, you know, hey, I'm sorry about your brother, but what can I do to help cool things down? And he goes, I don't want you and the officer who killed him, Officer Lang, to be going back and forth and have a big blood out in the streets. You know what I mean? And he goes, well, they didn't have to kill Black Odu. He's like, I'm sorry about your brother, but, you know, he was a mad dog running wild. And re-election's coming up. I had to give the police something. Your brother had to go down. And then he's like, well, what you want me to do, right? And then, like, they start going back and forth, right? Like, you know, he's like, he wants the police officer who do it. He goes, how about this? I'll make you a deal, Wayne. I'll give you a connection to the embassy. You and all your friends leave Jamaica. You go to America. Huh. All right? And he's like, I'm not leaving the bloody island, bro. You fucking crazy. This is my home. You know, I'm not leaving. He goes, I respect you, Mr. Anderson, but I'm not leaving. And he goes, look, man, things are too good here. There's no other way, Wayne. Like, if you want to keep things going good and calm, you got to leave and just let everything cool off a little bit. And then he goes, man, fuck this shit. I'm not going. And he's like, Wayne. Mr. Anderson's like, Wayne. Wayne says he's not going to leave. He's not leaving Jamaica. All right. Anderson calls Officer Lang and tells him, hey, things aren't good. We got a common problem. His name is Wayne. You killed his brother, and now he thinks it's his turn to get you. You can find him at Waterhouse after dark. And detective, make sure this problem is permanently eradicated.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Cut to, we see the police.
Shit's about to go down.
Shit's about to go down. We see the police coming through with an army of guns to where he's at, that Waterhouse place. And then all the boys are there hanging. Huge shootout starts. Huge, just immediately. The police just start busting, bro. You see Biggs have to save this little, like, kids are there. He has to save this little kid. He's shooting back. Motherfuckers is dying left and right. You know what I'm saying? The boys barely escape. Liang is looking for him at the officer, and he can't find him. And he sees this one guy who thinks it's him, and the guy's like, I'm just a DJ. And Liang goes, bam! He shoots him in his fucking head, the cop. Still.
Well, he needed to eradicate it.
Yeah, well, he didn't. I mean, he didn't get Wayne.
But he didn't do it.
So at the house, Biggs is like, yo, we need to go to America. Whoop de whoop. Like, we got to go to America and get out of here. And I'm telling you, in America, we can do what you're doing here. We can rob drug dealers. Instead of shaking down these poor-ass Jamaican shops, we'll shake down the fucking biggest drug dealers in Miami, bro. Way more money. Like, this poor people shit, this ain't enough. So Wayne, because he's got like a little, he got shot in the arm, so he's got like a little bullet, like a little sling on him. He calls Anderson. And he tells him, you know, but he pretends to be Detective Lang. And Anderson answers the phone. He goes, Lang, which is hilarious that he would say this, right? Before making sure it's Lang. He goes, Lang, none of the 7 bodies that you killed are the names Wayne Smith. You fucked it up. You fucked it up, Lang. And then you hear, you fucked it up, Mr. Anderson. Wayne, is that you? Yes, me. It's Wayne, not Officer Lang. You should have fucking asked who it was, man.
Yo,
Daren, I know, right?
When you're watching this, just
what
is it this moment that you're like, this is the best movie ever?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't mad at this movie. I was watching it and I was like, this is crazy, but I wasn't mad at it because it was only an hour and a half. Hour
That
30.
is nice.
So he tells him, like, yo, you killed 7 of my friends, Anderson. You want me to get out of this without killing you? I want 3 American visas. And don't fuck with me. I want 3 American visas, all right? And he goes, we got people outside your school, outside your kid's school, outside your wife's office, and they're ready to fuck your wife right now. Don't fuck with me. And he hangs up. So the next day they meet up, and they have Anderson's assistant by knife in the back seat. Right? And Anderson's like, Jesus Christ. And he gives him all the passport stuff. And he's like, just let her go, Wayne. Let her go. And right when he gives him the stuff, Wayne pulls out a gun. Pow, 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 pow. Kills Anderson.
Does he let the assistant go?
They let the assistant go.
Good. At least they have some justice there.
Yeah, that's fine. If they'd have killed the girl, I did think that. Like, damn, this is fucked up.
This is cold-blooded.
This is super cold-blooded. So they kill the guy, Shaggy. You know Shaggy?
The singer?
Yeah. He starts playing.
He didn't do it?
Yeah. You know, everybody knows Shaggy didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big conspiracy that Shaggy did cheat on his wife. And it's like, that's crazy. You know? Because what does he say? He says,
it wasn't him.
It wasn't him. So, I mean, I believe, you know?
I mean, you can only take a man at his word.
You can only take a man at his word. Is
that what was playing, that song?
No, not that song, but it might as well have been. It's all Jamaican. Whoa.
Oh.
Hingo. It's pretty much that. So they go to Miami and they go talk to this dude named Gussie. All right? Gussie. And he recognizes Biggs. And he's like, oh, Shotta. Shotta means gangster.
Cool.
All right. What up, boy? And he goes, I thought you went back to Jamaica. What you doing here, man? And he's like, I'm here to take this bitch over, man. And he's like, oh, shit, man. A guy named Teddy runs this town now. Everything goes through him. He holds all the weight in the city of Miami. And he goes, well, I think I'll pay Teddy there a visit, man. And then they get, like, he hooks him up. The Gussie dude hooks him up with, like, money and weed, and they take off. They go to a restaurant with, like, these nice cars. And inside, we see who the Teddy dude is. Also, there's nobody in this you'd recognize, by the way. So you don't have to worry about that either. It's not like an actor where I was like, oh, by the way, that one girl was ScarJo. Like,
whoa.
ScarJo.
They let her play a Jamaican girl?
That girl's got range, bro. So you see Biggs, he walks in, and the Teddy dude, who, like, the head guy, he sees him, and he goes, and he gets up and he starts clapping, like slow clapping, because he recognizes him.
Okay.
Right? And he goes, oh, shit. Look who the fuck is back. King of Miami. Or at least he once was. And then all of his boys start laughing. And he goes to, like, shake Biggs' hand and go to shake my hand. Biggs grabs it and he pulls him in like this and then grabs and holds the gun at his head like this.
Whoa.
Right? And of course, all his boys are like, what the fuck? And then you see Mad Max and Wayne running and they put guns on the rest of his crew.
This is just how you take over a town?
Just like that. You just don't wait. That is kind of how you do things, though. You catch people off guard.
Yeah, you got to come.
Yeah, you don't want to come with, like,
blazing.
Yeah, I don't like when people would, like, in the olden times, they would send a messenger.
Yeah, that seems unnecessary.
It's like, I get it that that's like the act of war, right? Act of war. It's like, yo, fuck a messenger. I'm sending the army. That's the message. The message was my army got there.
Yeah, it's also like when they had armies where, you know, like during the Revolutionary War, they all come and they're all lining up together, you know, with their little bayonets. And it's like, this would be way more effective if you were like stealth.
Yes. I mean, that's how we won. That's how we beat them in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, I think we'd use some.
Yeah, we literally terrorist attacked them. Mm-hmm. We guerrilla warfare them into beating them. Because that's clearly the best way to do war.
100%.
is to do war, not like a even fight. That's why it's called war.
Yeah, because an even fight implies it's like that you're like, I don't really care if I win or not. I want, you know, whatever the universe wants to happen. Or you have the odds in the even fight. In an even fair fight where you both know it's coming, you might have better technology, you might have more people, you might have better trained soldiers, all that shit. But if you don't know what's coming, I can still win. Yep, that's true.
So, our boy Biggs goes, I got a message for you, bitch. Playtime is over. And he cocks the gun. And the guy's like, I hear you. What you want, man? What you want, Biggs? I want a piece of everything. A piece of blood clot, everything. Every dime bag you sell, I want a piece. This is extortion, motherfucker. And he's like, all right, say anything else. You got it. Blood clot, anything. I hear you. He goes, okay. He said, and then right then Wayne, he takes all the homeboys' guns and he takes Teddy's ring off his finger. He goes, "Shottas are back in full effect." And then he fucking like Mad Max holds the gun out at all of them like for way too long, like a psycho, and he laughs and then he leaves. Cut to them like a montage of them just being gangsters, robbing everybody, killing everybody, getting arrested by the cops and getting out. We see at one point the Mad Max guy, he's smoking a cigarette. It looks like he's smoking a cigarette being crazy. And there's blood all on his hand. You're like, what the fuck? And the camera pans back. He's holding a hand he cut off and smoking a cigarette with
Ah.
Yeah, Mad Max
Daren.
fucked up. Daren, I know Daren. What is going on? I'm sure Daren is loving this. You fucking psycho.
You're a crazy person.
So this nigga
Probably stoned off his ass.
Oh yeah, probably. No, probably not. I mean, he can't smoke. So he's smoking the cigarette, and you see, like he writes he takes the blood on his fingertips and he writes 33 on the dumpster. Like what the fuck, right? So we see Wayne and Biggs, and they tie up a guy and he's naked to a chair, and they tape his mouth shut. This fat dude. And they go searching for all his shit, and they're asking him. The guy's not saying anything. He's like, "I know you got shit. Where is it?" And they finally find all his weed. And then Max goes, "Oh, I found something else." And the guy's like, "This is what we were looking for, man." And he pulls out this huge bag of money. And this guy who's tied up is like right? And he goes, "We're going to take all of this. You can keep." He goes, "Whatever we don't take, you can keep. Because I know there's more here." And the guy goes, and they take the tape off. And the guy goes, "Take the weed, leave the money." And then, this is Darren's favorite line in the movie. And then, this is a good line though. The Biggs leans in and he goes, "Take the what and leave the what? Take the what and leave the what? Take the weed and leave the money. You sound like a pussy boy, eh? You a good boy though." And they leave and they walk out. And then you see Max, he stays and he grabs a knife off the wall and he slits the dude's throat. Super slow, like pretty much cutting his fucking head off. All right. And then all the blood on his hand, he smokes a cigarette, and you see blood on the cigarette, and you see him smoking. And then he writes 34 on the wall.
That's their gang number?
Notice how many people. Remember earlier it was 33.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Not 34. And then when he's about to leave, he starts laughing, and he writes a 1 in front of the 34. He's killed 134 people.
Oh.
Isn't it crazy there are real people like that who are just like the hitmen for certain group, like certain businesses?
Certain businesses.
This is a business. So cut to the next day. I forgot there are 2 people in this movie you recognize.
Ooh, I'm excited.
We see a guy hanging outside of a grocery store with another guy, and they're talking. It's Wyclef Jean. Don't stop. You don't know who Wyclef is.
I feel like this is a musician.
Wyclef. Yeah, he's a musician. You don't know Wyclef?
No.
The Fugees.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know his name like that. I only know 2 of their songs.
They have so many good songs. This guy.
Okay, that guy.
You don't recognize this guy?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
He looks like a normal dude.
There's a lot of hits. And he's standing next to, this movie came out in 2002. He's standing next to a very skinny, very young DJ Khaled.
What? How skinny is he? Show me.
I'll show you DJ Khaled.
I need to see skinny DJ Khaled. Also, I don't understand how like you're young and he's that much skinnier. Because in my mind, when you're poor, like when you haven't made it yet, you know what I mean? You're normally fatter.
Look how skinny he is.
Yo, he's so skinny. Mm-hmm. He just got old.
He just got older. But he still looks great. But it's also cool that, this is what I love.
Looks like Drake.
Yeah, is that he's been grinding for how long?
Ages, bro.
DJing. You're probably
another one.
He did this movie. I mean, because you're probably boys with Wyclef, and then because all he is like Wyclef's kind of bodyguard in this. He doesn't say anything. But it's DJ Khaled. It
would have been cool if every time that guy wrote another number on the wall, they had DJ Khaled go, another one.
And it's like, that's how this started? So they Wayne and Biggs pull up and to the Khaled and the Wyclef dude, and they all get into kind of like a big argument and start talking shit because the Wyclef dude he works for the Teddy guy. They start talking shit and get into it, and then they leave, right? Because everybody has guns drawn. It's like, all right, whatever, we'll back off. Our boy Biggs, he goes to see this super bad bitch. Her name's Raquel. Right, and he goes, "Hey Raquel, come on, girl. We're gonna go to the clubbing tonight. Let's go now." And she's like, "I'm not even dressed," because she looks all sexy, just in like workout kind of clothes.
Yeah.
He's like, "It's shop time, girl. What you mean? It's new clothes." And she's like, so cut to like he lets her go shopping, and him and Wayne and go get like matching Rolexes, and it's like $60,000 a watch, and they're flirting with the motherfucking Wayne is flirting with the girl selling the Rolexes, and the girl takes Wayne to the back, and you see her ass, and it's fucking insane, and he fucks the shit out of this bitch. Which I guess, in the life of a drug dealer or like a gangster king, like kind of like that, where you're making this kind of money, I would assume you probably do get to have sex with moments like this.
You probably have a lot of sex.
Not that you have a lot of, no, of course you have a lot of sex. I mean moments like this where you just meet a girl who's selling you Rolex, you start flirting, she sees you're a gangster.
Yeah, I think that happens to people who have a lot of money in general.
Yeah, because women are like,
that, and also I think some of those kinds of establishments, it's sort of expected. You know, like in Vegas, like sometimes things happen because it's like they have such rich people there, and it's like, is it that it's not that they're supposed to do it, it's just that it's sort of expected.
It's expected. It's like that at college football when they're recruiting a kid. Like when because who shows you around the campus and all the stuff, it's usually it's always a beautiful hot young girl that shows these top high school athletes around. It's always a beautiful young girl, right? And of course they're not told to fuck these guys, but you know what else, and it's not even implied, but what is implied is that you're a good looking girl, you know, this guy's just like, the sexual energy is already implied. Does that make sense?
It's been set up.
It's kind of been set up.
It's also sort of culturally accepted. It's not expected. It's not just within the culture of the school or like Vegas or anything like that. It's sort of how we've been sort of brainwashed as a unit of people.
Yeah.
And our entertainment and everything.
I agree. It is how, I mean, the idea of like, yeah, if you see a super rich dude and you're a girl, you should fuck them immediately too. It's like, they shouldn't have to wait. They shouldn't have to take you on the date for 3 dates. They shouldn't have to make you laugh. Like, it is kind of built in society. Like, no. Rich guys get to cut the line.
Yeah.
For pussy.
For pretty much everything, I think.
Yeah, for pretty much everything. So he fucks the shit out of her. Good for you, Wayne. They go to a club that night. These niggas show up in like a private jet. Like, they're balling. They're like making crazy money. And they're spending it, clearly. And you see the Teddy guy see them when they show up to the club, and he sends a bottle of champagne, like out of respect, even though he hates them. So you like see that. Wyclef and DJ Khaled show up, and they're cool with the Teddy guy. You see Gussie comes by, and he tells Biggs, Gussie from earlier, that, yo, there's a huge shipment of cocaine coming in every Tuesday. Like, all I do, he's like, hey, I'm just telling you because I just want a little piece. I just want to eat, looking out for my dog. And then you see the Teddy guy looking at Gussie going, man, I fucking hate that guy. That's the guy who told him to like that I was the top dog in town, so they could be top dog. Like, fuck him. And he tells one of his men to go kill him.
Whoa.
So as Gussie goes to drive out of the party with his car, one of fucking Teddy's guys comes up and blows him and Gussie's girl, like kills both of them. The girls who are girls who be with gangsters, bro, that is the risk you take. Because nobody ever just kills the guy.
No. I mean, well, it's like an investment. You know, sometimes investments fall through.
Sometimes it doesn't. So Wayne and the boys, right, they hear the gunshots. They fucking get out of there. The next day, Biggs goes to talk to Teddy about who killed Gussie. Like, yo, what the fuck? Somebody killed Gussie. And Teddy's like, I don't have a clue. I don't know who killed him. And he's like, you know he was a shotter, right? So he was supposed to be off limits. So whoever killed him's got to be like dealt with. And Teddy's like, I hear you, but I don't know. He goes, so what you got for me then, Teddy? And then Teddy gives him his 30 grand he owes and then walks off, and they both leave. And Teddy's pissed. He's like, I'm fucking getting so sick of these guys. Fucking hate these guys. So Wayne and Biggs, they leave, and they go to rob the nigga that Gussie told them to rob, like that van that comes in every Tuesday with the cocaine. You see the van pull up. It's a robbery. Boop, boop, boop. It's a robbery. Dang, it's a robbery. Dang. bang into Albany. Just called the police for me and tell them it's a case of emergency. And then you see these niggas like robbing the shit out of this van. And they get all the cocaine and they make all that money. They take the van apart. Cut to, you see them talking to one of Teddy's employees at night in their car. And he's turning over Teddy. Like, yo, Teddy's got an extra $200,000 that he hasn't been giving y'all that he makes, you know, whoop, this, that, and the third, right? And as this is happening, Teddy and Wyclef, they see their boy's motorcycle. And they see Big and Wayne's car, and they pull up, and they go, yo, what's up? And the dude starts hiding in the backseat like, oh, shit. Right? And they start talking, and you see Teddy kind of looking in the car for him, and then he goes, all right, just thought that looked like my boy's motorcycle, and he drives off, right? He's like, you think he saw me? It's like, no, don't worry about it. You're good, bro. Don't worry about it. So the next day, Teddy, like they want to go rob Teddy, because remember the guy gave him a plan to rob Teddy about the extra $200,000 he has. So Teddy gives the girl the money, the $200,000, and he gives it to her, and he says, hey, drive this red Hummer and go to this place. The guy whose name is Dangle, the one who's selling them out, calls Biggs and Wayne and goes, yo, the girl's got the money in a red Hummer. Whoop-de-whoop. You see Teddy following behind the girl in the red Hummer in his yellow Lambo. They get about a little of the ways. He knows that homeboy's trying to set him up. So he gets in the red Hummer, and the girl in the money gets in the yellow Lambo and goes a different way. So now he's driving in the red Hummer, and he sees Biggs and Wayne following him, right? And then finally he pulls over. He goes, what you following me for, huh? You got a fucking plan or something? You trying to do something, man? You fucking following me like you're about to do something, huh? You want to get fucking murdered? Let's go, boys. And then they fucking, Teddy and Wayne, like Wayne and Biggs back off like, oh, okay. They like, this isn't how we thought this was going to go.
Yeah.
All right, so they drive off. Wyclef is riding with the Dangle guy.
Yeah.
And they do a slight little nod to that Wyclef's like actually Wyclef. So when the Dangle guy gets in his car, he has a guitar in the front seat, and then he grabs Wyclef's guitar, and Wyclef goes, be careful with that guitar, boy. Gonna make me a lot of money one day. And he smiles. It's like, yo, who wrote this, dog? I want to know who wrote this more than I want to even know why Daren likes it so much. Who wrote this?
You can look it up.
And I am
That's the beauty of the internet. We don't need to wonder who wrote it.
I want to know.
We will have to wonder why Daren likes it, because I don't think you'll ever get a straight answer on that.
And I also will always have to wonder why this person wrote it.
Maybe this was their experience.
That's actually fair.
People like.
Oh wow, it was wrote by. The music was composed by. One of Bob Marley's kids.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, oh wow, it was written by a woman.
No, I thought it was like, it's written by Bob Marley. No, it was written by. Let's see.
Shotta.
It was written by Shotta.
Shotta.
Cess Silvera. Also who directed it. This guy. It was a guy.
Cess. C-E-S-S. Yeah.
And believe it or not, his only movie pretty much. And he has some other movies too. But this one, it was his big one. This is like a cult classic. You say what?
Cess's Successes.
This is Cess's Successes. God, you are just something else, dude. You are something else.
I know. I'm not just anything.
So, you see Wyclef riding with the guy, the informant kind of guy, and he's telling him a joke, and then in the middle of his joke, he gets a call, and he's like, he looks over at the guy, he's like, okay, and then he finishes the joke, and right when he finishes, he pulls out a gun, bam, kills Teddy's informant, like kills the guy who was trying to two-time the Teddy guy.
Yeah.
Right? Fucking blows his head off, right? Cut to, we see Biggs and Raquel in Biggs' fancy house, and he goes, I'm about to take a shower. And he goes in the shower, and then, bro, out of nowhere, this scene is the most out of nowhere scene ever. He hops in the shower. The Raquel girl, who's unreal gorgeous, she gets naked. You see her, ass, titties, you see it all. And you see her follow him in the shower, and a slow jam starts playing. Like, I don't see nothing wrong.
I don't see nothing wrong.
With a little bump and grind, baby.
With a little bump
I don't
and grind.
see nothing wrong. Yo.
I don't see.
Get it, Sam. Go ahead, girl. This nigga is fucking the shit out of her.
Yeah.
And it's like a long, but like a sensual sex scene. Like they make love. Mm-hmm. It's like maybe like 3 minutes.
Damn, get it.
Yeah, but this is where? Where, why, when?
Yeah, there was no lead up to this.
Nothing was for this. It didn't call for anything. So I'm talking about they make love in the shower, like making love, bro, which is hard to do in the shower.
I feel like this whole movie is just porn.
Kind of. It's dude porn.
It's dude porn. Like, they're killing people. There's sex.
They're gangsters.
Cities, they're gangsters. Guys get a hard on for gangsters.
Yeah, we do.
If Pornhub was just a bunch of videos of like people like shooting people up, I would not be surprised. It's pretty much the same.
That's really funny.
It's the same really thing funny. For you guys.
Hey, you know what's crazy too is because I love gangster movies, but even this, like, I didn't mind this because it's still like a guy's kind of movie. But I like a gangster movie, man, like The Founder. I know you're probably like, that's not a gangster movie. Yo, that nigga
shit's gangster.
That's gangster, bro. He fucking takes over McDonald's and runs the company and like kills the brothers pretty much through stress. Like a legal way of killing them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's gangster to me too. And I like that. Like, I like the writing. Goodfellas. I mean, that's the perfect example of a gangster movie. Boys in the Hood, things like that. Because it's like, it's not about the gangster shit. It's about the story. Mm-hmm. Like the coming to age tale.
Yeah, this is about the gangster.
This is only about gangster shit. With nothing else. Nothing to do with anything else, right?
Yeah. It's like trying to think of another movie that's like what's that movie that they made with all the action guys?
Oh, Expendables.
Yeah, it's that kind of movie.
It's exactly like that, except for black people.
Yeah.
So Teddy.
You're welcome, black people.
And Daren especially. He paid for this. Teddy says to his men, first thing in the morning, you kill them blood clot motherfuckers. All of them. I'm done dealing with them. So the next day, we see Mad Max and Wayne show up to Big's mansion, and they're all dressed in what they have on at the beginning of the movie. Remember when I said they were getting robbed?
Yeah.
They all have those outfits
on. So we go back to the beginning. It's Tarantino
in it. So they're having a little meeting over breakfast, and Big says he thinks we need to cool out for a little bit. And the other guys are like, what you mean, man? He goes, we have more than enough money. I say we relax for a little bit. We stop robbing. And then the other guy goes, and we get in the marijuana. And he's like, no, we're not going to sell weed. You're not hearing me. Me and Raquel, we thinking of going somewhere. Getting away from this life.
They're always trying to get clean.
Yeah, they are. Sam.
I did say that there would be a guy like, oh, he shouldn't really be doing this, and he's going to try to get out of it. And
Biggs but Biggs has been clearly wanting to do all this. He's been murdering people.
He's been killing people
ruthlessly.
Okay.
It was literally his plan to come to America and rob niggas. So, as they're discussing all this, you see a truck pull up outside, and all the niggas in the ski mask start running in. Wayne is like, damn, Biggs, you're serious, man. He's like, yeah, I'm serious, bro. And he goes, well, what you say, Max? And Max like, man, nothing matters to me. Which is like, Jesus, no shit. Smoking a fucking armed cigarette, bro. Nothing matters to you.
Yeah, nothing matters to that guy.
So we see the niggas start running in. They're masked up. The boys are all giving Big shit for being in love. What happened to MOB, man? Money over bitches, boy. What happened to that? What happened to the money over the bitches? And they're all laughing and shit. And then Max is going, let me get a couple road beers before we go. So he runs back in the kitchen. He opens the fridge. Cut to the first shot of the movie of Max opening the fridge in slow-mo. Uh-huh. All right? And then you hear in slow-mo, you hear, yo, Max. And Max turns and he drops his beer. Slow motion. Bam, bam. You see cut to the front of the house. Wayne opens the front door. Bam! Gets shot in the chest 2 times. Bam, bam. But as you see Max, who got shot by the refrigerator, he pulls his gun out. He's able to kill the motherfucker, right? All you hear now, Sam, are the sound effects of guns.
Yeah.
Like, that's it, right? No other noise. And then you hear, I don't know whose idea this was. You hear just a Jamaican dude singing in a cappella.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I run through the streets and I come home murder. Hello, me love my girl, and I know this, yes. Yes, I know it. And when I come through and I see you, I know that SHOTTAS. It's just, right? Big shootout keeps going down. We see our boy kills a bunch of their guys, right? Mm-hmm. And it was one point he's shooting one of the guys, and the guy's just like kind of like dodging like this, which is really, I don't know, that was like, what is going on? And they're shooting back and forth. And then you see this big dude walk up from outside with a shotgun. And Biggs finally kills all the guys in the house. And the big dude walks up and he's like right like in the front kind of window like this kind of situation, like the other windows right here. And Raquel stands up because she thinks it's done. Bam! Puts one through Raquel's chest. Ah! She screams, sexy ass titties out. She dies. Blood all over her titties.
She died sexy.
She died super sexy. I mean, blood all over her tits. It's kind of hot.
It's hot to some people.
Her nipples are still hard.
See, I don't believe. I feel like something like being shot would make your nipples go unhard.
I don't know. Probably hard. You'd probably be amped up. Getting shot at.
I don't feel like my nipples are hard when I'm amped up. I feel like it's like cold or you're ready for sex. I don't think a shot in the chest would make me ready for sex.
Because you amped up and ready to go. Well, you don't know what kind of endorphins release.
You're right. I know.
Let me shoot you in the chest.
You should. Let's find out.
So, the guy with the shotgun, he keeps shooting in the house, and he thinks he gets Biggs, but he doesn't hit him, right? And he leaves. We see, this is so funny to me. Biggs stands up. Everybody's dead in the house. He looks at Raquel, walks. You see this nigga walk like by her and over her, steps over her like Allen Iverson, even though he just made very sensual love to her a little bit ago. And
he said he was going to quit the game for her.
He goes and he just holds Wayne and he starts crying his eyes out.
Okay.
Yo, that's so funny though. This girl's dead. Her titties are out. This nigga is like holding his boy. Wayne. And he's like wiping the blood from his mouth. And he's remembering all the memories of when they were kids and shit. You know? And he's just mourning him and he's mourning him. And as he's mourning him, you see another bad guy starting to creep from outside into the house.
Yeah.
And he's mourning him. And then you hear click, click, bam, bam. And he turns. Mad Max is still alive. He kills the guy who snuck in, right? And you see, he doesn't kill him, but like he shoots him, and the guy stumbles, and the guy tries to run away, and he stumbles over, and Biggs catches him, and he sits him down. He's like, "Who fucking sent you?" And he finds out Teddy sent him, and then Mad Max comes over and he fucking blows the guy's head off. Pow, 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 shoots him like a bunch of times in the head. So Biggs, he gathers all of his jewels, he gets all his money, he changes clothes, he grabs Max, who's fucked up, you know. And
Max is still alive.
Wayne's dead.
Wayne's dead.
And Max is still bleeding. And he's like, "Hold on, Max, hold on." And he's driving. He's like, "I'm going to get you to the hospital, bro. Hold on." And he drives, "Hold on, come on, bro." And he gets him to the hospital. And he's like, "Help, help." And the EMTs come out and they're like, "Oh, shit, what happened?" He's like, "I don't know. I just found him like this." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And then he goes to leave and get back in his car. And he's like, Sir, we need more information." He's like, "I don't know." And he pulls off. And then you see like Mad Max kind of go like this, like brothers. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our boy Biggs gets on a speedboat. Don't know where he gets a speedboat. He takes off, right?
Yeah.
We see Teddy. He's hanging at his crib in the hot tub with this biggest titty bitch you've ever seen. Titty's just out, and I mean like big, gorgeous Vegas fake tits. Mm-hmm. Just, you know what I mean? The epitome of. Oh, you know what I mean?
Big ones.
The big ones. The big kind.
Extra large.
Extra large.
And
she looks like a hooker too. You know that face?
Yeah, I know.
Just big fake tits, the big fake face.
Yeah.
But still like hot though. Like you would fuck this girl because she looks like a porn star. Sure she was.
So she was just like on the edge of all fake.
Yeah. But still kind of hot in the face. Mm-hmm. So you see the dude, Teddy, like he orders champagne and he's in the hot tub with this girl. And then right then Biggs comes up. Bam! Kills his security guard. "Rude boy! Why you do that here?" And then he kills his big titty bitch. And he's like, Teddy's like, "Biggs, you gone too far, man. You gone too far. You killed my girl. Yo, since you come back from Jamaica, you been a fucking pest. What do you want, money? I got $7 million. And Biggs just has the gun on him. $7 million. He's like, "Where?" "Next to the room." "Well, come on, pussy boy. Show me. Don't kill me. I'll give you anything you want. Just don't kill me." He takes him up. He gets all the money for him. He goes, "There it is, Biggs. $7 million. Blood clot money. You killed my girl. You have everything. What else you want, man?" And then Biggs puts the gun in his mouth. And he goes, "Your soul."
God.
Ooh, this movie's crazy. Your soul. Like this nigga's at the end of a Mortal Kombat game. Finish him. You know? Like what the fuck?
Okay.
So he gets the money. He hops on his speedboat. Yo, this is even funnier, Sam. He just blew a nigga's head off, right? Uh-huh. When he hops on the speedboat, happy music starts playing. Like end of the movie, and he's on his speedboat.
You lost your friend and your girl.
Oh, like, who gives a fuck about Raquel?
Yeah, obviously he didn't.
Yeah. Wayne, though.
Wayne, though.
That hurt. And, this nigga's on a speedboat and the happy music is playing. I mean, like, like 3 little birds by my doorstep singing sweet songs of melodies pure and good. Saying, this is a message to you. And he's like looking out at the sunset. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. As this nigga is reminiscing on everybody who's died in the past hour and a half.
What?
He's looking at the sunset, Sam, and he flips his dreads. Shottas in loving memory of Keith Farascrew Dean, 1955 to 2005. That's Shottas.
Wow. I have some opinions.
What are your
some
opinions?
Feelings.
Tell me.
I feel like movies like this where... Because this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to act like, oh, this is a really important story that we need to get out there because some people live like this and some people have to live this life. And
the shot of life.
The shot of life. And like people, we've lost friends and we need to commemorate them. And
like Farah Dean.
Yes. But it wasn't artistic. It was just like murder porn.
Yeah, it was just you
gangster porn. So you're exalting it. You're glorifying something and a lifestyle that is not good for people. It's like you're trying to act like, oh, I'm telling this story because this story needs to be heard. It's like, no, you're just encouraging more people to do this.
Yeah, which is why I like it. Daren, I get it. I'm not a stupid fucking girl like Sam. And I'm sure how other girls feel when they watch this. Hey, Daren, another question. Have you ever made your wife watch this?
Yeah, I'd like to know that, too. Have you sat down with your whole family and watched this movie?
He's probably like, no, not my wife, but my daughter, yes.
His daughters are gangster. They've definitely seen this movie.
I wouldn't put it past that this is his youngest favorite movie.
For sure.
Oh, D Bates.
I want your soul.
I want your soul. Yo, what the fuck, dude? Take the what and leave the what? Ooh, Sam. That line's good. I like that line. Because it's also like from The Godfather. It's like a play on.
Okay.
Take the gun, leave the cannoli. Take the cannoli, take the cannoli, leave the gun. Or leave the gun, take the cannoli. That's what he says. Oh. But,
definitely take the cannoli.
Yeah, definitely take the cannoli. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Sam, I hope you enjoyed it.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Did you enjoy the episode?
I did enjoy the episode, of course.
I had fun with you.
I always have fun on the episode.
Darren, this is what Daren wanted.
And have fun knowing that this is Daren's favorite movie. It says a lot about Daren. I had to say, Daren, not surprised.
You're not surprised?
So like 7 times I've met you. I'm like, yeah.
Yo, as crazy as this movie is, as crazy as my best friend Daren is, I love you so much, buddy. You're fucking crazy. And as crazy as that this is your favorite movie, still 100 times more normal than a silent voice and whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on with Will Peacock, who paid for that one last
Will.
week. So, you know what I mean?
Guys, go back and listen to that one too.
Oh, man. Bean Mafia, I really hope you thoroughly enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed telling it. Daren, I honestly hope you enjoyed it, buddy. I did this one for you. Bean Mafia, again, you want to have your own movie like this, and I tell whatever movie you want, just $100. We'll do it for a bonus. Sorry that there's no bonus this week, guys, but just give your boy a little time to catch up. I mean, this is the bonus this week, but I'm putting it out today. And next week will be the same thing. But after that, there'll all be 3 episodes a week. Thanks for fucking with me, man. You know I appreciate it, guys. I love you. I do it all for you. I do it to help you guys get through your work week and get through your bullshit stuff that you want to get through. And it helps me get through my fucking week. So I genuinely love you guys. Sam, I'm so thankful you're here. I'm genuinely so thankful
Thank you. I'm thankful to be
my
here.
favorite guest that's always on. Because you're the only one who has sex with me.
I am. He asks all of his guests.
I ask all. They all say no. I very much appreciate it.
I sometimes say sure.
Sometimes she says, I'll think about it. And I'm very, very thankful. I love you.
I love you.
All right. Love you too, Bean Mafia. Mwah.